This is my guide on the Human Torch.
You don't look so hot.
I'm going to be diving into his abilities, some gameplay styles that I found worked really well. I do want to point out that I'm a diamond player right now. I'm not the best player in the world.
You're ahead of us.
So
Can't handle the heat.
this is more of like a beginner guide and not a mastery. Sort of just so that you can pick up the character, get some early success, and then build upon the playstyles that you find work or you find that don't work.
Double KO.
I could also just have gotten lucky with some of these. I don't know. But they seem pretty consistent.
That's 3.
You know, I've been playing them in ranked, so. It seems to work for me. Kind of see this as the average, almost like an average player guide, so that you're not just like up here like an Iron Man would be and doing this. Because you're not going to get any kills doing this.
I'm clocking some bad guys.
So, for his abilities, obviously, his passive, he can just fly. You know, he's like Iron Man Storm. They fly forever. There's no cooldown or anything. He does have a boost, though, where he can, for me, it's circle. It'll probably be circle and controller for if you're playing him, but it has a resource meter on the right, and it just makes you a little bit faster. And also, if you notice here, he's not very weavy or dodgy, so, but if you go plasma body, he's a little more like, Hawkeyes aren't going to be hitting headshots on you if you're going like this, you know, or Hellas. Hawkeyes might, because their projectile size is huge for some reason. He also has
They're ahead of us.
These fire pits, or I guess these fireballs that he can throw down, where they, you know, they do, if you hit someone directly, usually, oh, I guess it does put one down. If you hit a shield, it won't put a fire thing on the ground, but it puts fire pits on the ground that do damage over time, you know. He also has my square, a meteor slam. He slams into the ground, which is pretty good. Just okay damage.
Hero work ain't easy.
Double KO.
Not a lot though.
That's 3.
But if you put these flame things down, say they're at half health, there's just 2 of them,
4 in a row.
dead.
You don't look so hot.
Obviously you put more.
That's amazing.
Say there's like a tank here, holding the front line.
6 in a row.
Put 4 down, it's going to do insane damage. Here. That's like half his health bar. I mean, that was 5.
Hot diggity dog.
You know, you're back here.
Double KO.
That was 3. They didn't even reach half health, and they fell over just like that. Say there's a support back here, just sitting in the safe zone. If you do that real quick,
Can't handle the heat.
you'll kill them pretty fast. And I'll get more into where I like to use this,
That's 3.
but later in the video. But his primary attack, if I didn't already go over it, it's like the shotgun attack, but it's like almost ranged. It's good for like medium range, you know, like here. It's also really good at close, but you know, he doesn't have any escape options other than this, and you can already see it's kind of slow. So medium range is probably the best. He does have a delay when he shoots. Like when you click it, it shoots after.
I'm clocking some bad guys.
So when you're aiming directly at somebody,
Hot diggity dog.
moving to the side, it won't usually hit. Especially at this medium range. Some of them might.
Double KO.
So you want to lead it. You don't want to lead it too far though. You want to lead it like right in front of them.
That's 3.
Can handle the heat?
Wow, 4 in a row.
And you'll basically hit all of them.
Amazing.
One more makes 4.
Obviously, if you suck at aiming like me,
Way to go.
you won't. But especially if there's like another Human Torch, if you get good at the aiming, you'll win every fight against him. Especially if you're going like this. He's not going to be able to hit you. And you're just going to be able to knock him out of this guy.
More bad guys. Just what we need. Those have to be Namor's weird friends. Supernova! Good help, isn't it, Namor? I'm clocking some bad guys.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Born again! Ooh, you got pulse charge. I rock. I'm clocking some bad
He does
guys.
pretty good damage to tanks
Double
too.
KO.
I'll get into it later when I go over the playstyles I found, but he can kind of be almost frontline with the rest of your damage.
No applause?
His fire pits have a cool ability where you can make a cage
Don't step on lava.
where everyone inside of it will take continuous damage. And they also take a big chunk of damage when they walk through the firewall. Yes. Kill
That's
that guy.
3.
Let's cook some more.
Show you how much damage he takes when he walks through it. That actually isn't a bad amount of damage. It was almost half his health bar.
Dodge this.
Oh,
They're ahead of us.
I'm not very good at this, clearly.
Ooh, you got burned. Don't step on lava.
Yeah, it's a good amount of damage. Oh. Does it not do it more than once?
Dodge.
Well, there's 2 there, so... Oh, it only hits him once, I think. Interesting. He also has some team-ups. Obviously, if you do your team-up with, where is she? Sue Storm.
They're ahead of us.
She gives you the ability to just have
Storm
some
Sims unite.
overshield, which
Ah,
might keep you alive if, like, say they have a Punisher and you don't know they swapped yet, and they switch to it, he starts shooting you, you can use this to escape. Or really, in any case where you're low, you can use it to get out. Because if they hit you, it's just gonna regenerate.
he is on fire.
They're sneaking from behind.
But probably the cooler ability is with Storm. If it'll work. Probably a good tip would be...
Hurricane Supernova.
I thought there was a button prompt for it, but I guess there isn't. But she basically turns into God. Which
See that?
I think I've seen this kill through a Luna ult before, but I'm not 100% sure.
Hurricane
I'm actually
incoming.
curious if there's a button prompt for it. Omega Fire, right here. R3's melee. Does L3 have a button for him?
Hurricane incoming! There goes one.
Oh, that's right. It's my ping. I mean,
They're ahead of us.
my left arrow doesn't have anything. So you can set this to whatever you... Whoops. Set that whatever you want. I'm going to set it to this arrow.
Hurricane incoming! This might be the best place to attack.
Basically, when she does her ultimate, you can just click that, and it'll automatically set off both of them.
Did you guys see that?
This does insane damage.
Hurricane
Double
incoming!
KO! That's 3!
Now to the playstyles that I have developed while playing the Human Torch. Right?
I'm clocking some bad
He's
guys.
very good at what I call the backline assassin, even though it's probably not the correct term. But he's kind of good at sitting, like, say, back with your team, right? Mid-range, throwing some damage in, just tossing these out. And if he sees, like, a support who's not getting healed, or a character not being healed, he can slam from across the map and then run back to his supports. Especially if you have a Sue, because you can just pop this, get out, basically for free. And then rinse and repeat. Damage, throw these out, do really good damage. Oh, their back's getting low. Boom.
Double KO! Yeah! Double KO!
Fucking existence.
Us against the world! Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the
I got there. Use this to get out. I mean, it's not as
Wow, we're in a row.
I guess
Five.
exhilarating as
Can't handle the
some
heat.
other
I'm
characters,
clocking some
but
bad guys.
it's what works, you know.
6 in a row.
Sometimes if you hit the ground but you don't hit them, these won't be enough to like kill them, and they can get a free shot off on you. So you kind of want to be accurate with your slam.
Hot diggity dog.
But I mean, this playstyle also allows you to, like, say they overextend, right? Their damage or their tank goes too far without their team. Just pop this down, slam, he's dead. Yeah, it's like fighting a junker.
Hey, maybe we hit the sideline?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Behold the god of thunder!
No.
There's some back on.
Maybe they're spawning monstro.
Good dive.
It's clobbering time!
Can't handle the
And
heat.
he's not being healed, he's taking damage from the rest of your team. So, say even if it's a tank, he's probably half. Throw these down, boom, dead.
Can't handle the heat.
But this is what I usually do. Especially if, like, they're not really focusing you at all. Because you can kind of stay up in the air. Like, say they don't have a Punisher or anything.
Diggity dog.
They're kind of just ignoring you. It's probably the best thing to do. Because, like, no one's really focusing you down. Or they have probably a lot of melee targets.
Three.
And a lot of it's just free damage. Obviously, as soon as they pull out a Punisher, sitting up here
They're ahead of us.
isn't really safe, you know, because you're up in the air, ding ding ding, they shoot you, you're low, healers heal you, come back out, ding ding ding, you're low again, or you're dead. Which is where I play more of a, almost like a brawler, but I also mix flank into it too, depending on who they have, where, say they have a lot of, like, high up people that are going to shoot you down, play a little bit lower with your team, and just
Hot
fight them, you know? Throw these down, go up just high enough to slam, but don't go too high so that the Punisher can't focus you out of there.
That's 3.
You can also flank and just push. Don't flank too much, kind of just find an off angle where, like,
4 in a row.
say they're fighting there, your team is right here, and just help out, you know?
5. That's amazing.
This is a little more fun, especially if they're not punishing you too much.
6
It allows you to just
Way to go.
slam as much as you possibly can. Obviously, with 0 cooldown, I can do it way more than usual. But it has a 12-second cooldown. Stay with your team. Obviously, if they're fighting, you throw this down.
Anyone willing to help? Down to 30 seconds. Us against the world. Final 10 seconds.
Those are the two that I found that works, because other people will kind of just sit up here and boop, do like no damage. Only use these to try to block them off, but it's really dodgeable. All they have to do is like step out. All of a sudden they're not taking damage. And it's just a wasted ability. You know, sometimes they'll throw it at you. Most Human Torches I see don't even do this, you know? Like, they look at it as like, they use it as an escape option. Which, to be fair, you can. Like, say, you're up here, someone swaps the Punisher, he catches you off guard, boom, you're out of, basically gone immediately. Can't shoot you. Right? But back here, he's not doing much. You know, all this damage that's happening, that's getting healed. So you kind of want to focus these.
No applause?
You know,
Double KO.
sometimes I just swap between both of them.
They're ahead of us.
Wow, 4 in a row.
You get, they have like
That's
a
amazing.
2-second cooldown. So you got
Applause?
2 backline people, they're not moving too much. You can just do this. They're real close, boom.
Already? Come on.
Double KO.
He doesn't do the best in 1v1s, just because of when they're doing this, it's really hard to track, right? And then on top of that, you're in the air and you're kind of slow, especially for shooting, because if you do this, you might survive a little
They're
bit,
ahead of us.
but once you slow down, they'll beat you. Or like Scarlet Witch, she murders you.
Chance to stop them.
Your god is suffering.
Psionic
Let's cook some more. Hero work ain't easy. Johnny!
Namors aren't really a problem if you kind of avoid them. But I've had Namors that like hide in little corners and throw them out when I like slam. And then I'm trying to fly back and I'm just taking that damage. He has the slowing one that slows me down, so I'm basically doing this. And then he just snipes me out of the air, you know. You definitely have some pretty strong counters. But that's why, like, say they have a Scarlet Witch over there, play in your back with your supports. You know, like this.
Hot diggity
If you
dog.
see like a good pick that's worth taking, slam down, take it, and get back as quick as possible. Play really safe. You'll still get value. You'll be here protecting in case someone dives your support. Your ult isn't super amazing. Obviously, it's good if they're like on the cart or in a choke point. that's when you want to use this, because it gets them. It basically, if they're like in a little group trying to go around a corner, or just a straight up choke point, they're not gonna be able to do anything, right? Say they're going through one of these doors. I know there's some maps that are kind of like this, where they have to go through it. Use your ultimate in that when they're trying to push through.
Supernova!
I like to throw it behind the team first, and then almost make them walk forward to my team, and then slam whatever. If once you slam it, it doesn't get rid of your tornadoes. Try to like cage them in. Or in choke points, you can also I don't think this works on staircases.
Let's cook some more!
No, it doesn't really work on staircases. It doesn't like those. Let's say something similar to this, but not really. Like say this is the doorway. Just put this in there, and they're gonna have to walk on it to get through. Or if that's on the cart in overtime, they need to stand on it. Especially in overtime, you surround the entire cart. What's gonna do is they have to stand on it, or they're gonna lose, right? Now they have to stand in there, taking damage. So unless they have like a Luna ult or a Cloak and Dagger ult going, they're just taking free damage. And the whole team's on there, or the Rocker Raccoon goes to touch, he's not gonna live. He's really good. Especially overtime ability, choke point ability. That's what I use it for.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me. Don't step on lava!
Final 10 seconds. We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. So cold.
Call bigger monsters next time, Fishman.
Reggie's here.
Please, super. Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
I'm dead. Right as I got my fucking ult. Awesome.
I'm clocking
They're
some
just
bad
in a
guys.
team fight, trying to trap someone.
Don't
Half the
step on
time won't
lava.
even work, because they can just step out of it. Especially in open areas like this, where they can just walk to the side. Try to use the pyro prison in places where they need to be. Like, they want to stand there.
Dodge this.
Again, to reiterate, I'm just I'm in Diamond 1. I'm almost Grandmaster, but I might be carried, I don't know. I usually solo queue and then party with people that have mics. I'm kind of like a casual gamer, This is the first game I ever played ranked in. I'm not that great at Overwatch,
Way to go!
Hot diggity dog.
but I picked him up, played him in quick play for a while, because I was doing this. I was like, dude, this guy does no damage. What? And then I started experimenting with things, found out that he can assassinate from a pretty far range, too. He just doesn't have a disengage ability that's really good. He does really good damage close mid-range. I was up here doing like nothing,
6 in a row. Way to
But
go!
you get close, boom, boom, dead, boom, boom, dead. You also got to keep in mind, he's not good at running away, so he's much more, when you dive in, it's risky because either you have to win the fight or you die. This is more just like a quick guide since he just came out,
Dodge this. No applause.
Double KO!
If this guide helped at all, let me know if I should make another one. I don't know. Yeah, let me know if you want me to make another guide video. If I do another guide video, it'll be on Captain America. He's currently my main.
No applause.
But
They're ahead of us.
I'm learning all the characters, so I can kind of make starter guides for all of them,
That's 3!
So I guess like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know if I should make another one.